Rosie. Good Rosie by Kate DiCamillo. Pictures by Harry Bliss. Part 1. The Bowl. Rosie lives with George. Rosie is a good dog. Every morning, Rosie and George eat breakfast together. George has 2 poached eggs. Rosie eats kibble from a big silver bowl. When the bowl is empty, Rosie can see another dog staring back at her. "Hello," says Rosie. "Woof." "Hello," says Rosie. "Woof." The other dog never answers. That makes Rosie feel lonely. But after breakfast, George says, "Rosie, let's go for a walk." A walk is a good thing. A walk is not lonely at all. Part 2. The Clouds. Rosie and George walk together. Sometimes Rosie chases squirrels. She runs very fast as she can, but she never catches anything. "Rosie, get back here." Rosie always returns to George. "Good Rosie, good dog." "Look at the clouds, Rosie. Aren't they magnificent? That one looks like Abraham Lincoln." George thinks most clouds look like presidents. Rosie thinks that most clouds look like squirrels. One day, George sees something different in the clouds. "Look, Rosie, that one looks like a dog." The cloud does look like a dog. Rosie wags her tail. "Hello, hello," she shouts. "Woof, woof." The dog cloud does not answer her. Rosie feels lonely in an empty silver bowl sort of way. George looks down at Rosie. He looks back up at the cloud. I've got an idea, Rosie. Let's try something new." Part 3. Something new. Something new is the dog park. "Isn't this great? Look at all these dogs." Rosie does not like the dog park. There are too many dogs. She doesn't know any of them. It makes Rosie feel lonely to look at so many strange dogs. And a little bit afraid. "My name is Maurice," says a very big dog. "And I have a bunny." Rosie growls. "Arr." "Rosie, no. Bad dog. Be polite." Rosie is not a bad dog. She is a good dog. But she can't help it. She doesn't like Maurice or his bunny. Arr. Part 4. Want to play? Maurice shakes his stuffed bunny. He shakes it very, very hard. He drops the bunny on the ground. Maurice says, "Wanna, play bunny?" "I want to go home," Rosie says to George. "Woof." But something is bouncing toward Rosie. The something is a very small dog with a very sparkly collar. "Yep, yep." I'm Fifi, says the small dog. "It says Fifi right here on my collar. See? My name is spelled out in shiny stones. What's your name?" "Yep, yep, yep." Rosie doesn't like the big, loud Maurice. She doesn't like the small, yippy Fifi. Rosie wants to go home. Part 5. Drop it. Maurice says to Fifi.
Do you want to play?
Me, says Fifi. Maurice wags his tail. Maurice crouches. Maurice pounces. Maurice picks up Fifi and shakes her like a stuffed bunny. Ah! Fifi is in trouble. Somebody has to do something.
Drop it! Drop it!
Part 6. Somebody does something. Somebody is Rosie.
Ouch,
says Maurice. He opens his mouth. Fifi falls to the ground with a small thud. Fifi says, Am I alive? Rosie says, Yes. Fifi stands up. She wags her tail. Her collar sparkles. Her legs tremble. She holds her tiny head up high and says, I'm Fifi and I'm alive. For the first time, Rosie likes Fifi. Just a little bit. Part 7. 3 tiny stones. Maurice coughs. He says,
Oh, gee.
He spits 3 tiny stones onto the ground. Hey, those are my shiny stones, says Fifi. Yip, yip, yip.
You're not Fifi anymore. You're Fifth.
I'm Fifth, says Fifth.
Sorry,
says Maurice. Fifth says, You tried to eat me, and now my name is Fifth.
I just, wanted to be friends,
says Maurice. Yip, 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 yip. Rosie says, That's not how you make friends.
Oh,
says Maurice.
How do you, do it then?
Rosie closes her eyes. She thinks about her empty bowl. She opens her eyes and looks up at the clouds in the sky. I don't know, says Rosie. I'm not sure how you do it. Part 8. How do you do it? Do you want to be friends with a dog named Fifth? Fifth says to Rosie. I do, says Rosie. She is surprised to hear herself say it. I do want to be friends with a dog named Fifth. That's how you make friends, says Fifth to Maurice. Maurice says,
Okay. Would you be friends with a dog named Maurice? If he, let's see. If he promised not to swallow any more of your tiny shiny things?
Fifth looks at Rosie. Rosie looks at Maurice. Okay, says Rosie. Okay, says Fifth. Had enough, Rosie? Want to go home? Rosie looks up at George. She wags her tail, and then she sits down. Rosie wants to stay. Part 9. The Friends. In the morning, George eats 2 poached eggs. Rosie eats kibble out of her silver bowl. When breakfast is over, George says,
Dog park, Rosie?
And Rosie walks away from her bowl without looking back. At the dog park, Fifth is waiting. Maurice is waiting too.
Woof!
Yep, yep! Come on, Fifth. Come on, Maurice. Let's play, says Rosie. Rosie chases Fifth. Maurice chases Rosie. They run very fast. Sometimes they catch each other. The end.